Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review and full day wear test of the brand new Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see how this new Future Skin Foundation works on dry, sensitive, mature skin over 40, plus also a mini Chantecaille haul, then just keep on watching. I have been waiting for this day, the day that I will try the new Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Skincare Foundation. And I feel very lucky and very blessed. Chantecaille has sent me a couple of these foundations on these beautiful, I don't know, like travel case. I mean, isn't these so pretty? I hope that they will have it available for sale at their website because people will go crazy about it. This is a very beautiful trunk case that you can actually store your makeup in. I mean, I don't want to, sound like, hey, you have to have it because this is just a PR packaging, but thank you so much, Chantecaille, for sending me these over. So they actually sent me two of the foundations. Let me just show it to you. So it has two zippers right here. It does have a nice size mirror, and then inside, okay, sorry, let me just open it all the way through. There you go. There are the two foundations right here. They sent me the shades Nude and Vanilla. This foundation comes in 8 different shades. It's actually made in Japan. It's now available at Chantecaille's website as well as other retailers. And the retail value of this foundation is of $128. So they sent me this pamphlet right here that talks a little bit more about the foundation, and we will go over about details. Like I mentioned to you before, the foundation comes in 8 different shades and they are all listed right here. That I think they are a little bit corresponding to the Future Skin Foundation that I have right here. We will make comparisons on this one right here. But I think something that is really important and that is a standout for Chantecaille is their commitment with the environment and endangered species. And with the proceeds of the sales of this foundation, they are helping the Shellrich Wildlife Trust, where basically for every cushion foundation that they sell, they give 1 bottle of milk to an orphan elephant. Look at this cute picture right here of this guy. You see right there? Isn't he adorable? Or she? Who knows? But this is something that I truly admire about the brand Chantecaille. Now, as far as the shades, you may be like, there are not that many, but here's what they have to say about the shade range. What makes this formula so unique is its flexibility. One shade has the versatility to work with multiple skin tones, making it our most adaptable foundation to date. And in fact, I have seen some of my friends, like for example, VIKEEJEAH. I will be leaving her video on the description box below where she reviews this foundation using it. And honestly, she has a very deep, rich complexion and it looks amazing on her. So it will be really nice to kind of like see different reviews depending on our skin tones and see how this foundation looks like. Okay, my friends, I'm super excited for this right here. This is supposed to be a natural foundation. Let me just show you the Unicard first. Very clean, white, silver, the elephant on top. You find the shade name on the very top. This product is cruelty-free and it has a shelf life of 8 months. The product comes with 12 grams of product or 0.42 ounces. And then as far as ingredient goes, the first ingredient is water. Then it has trimethicone, some dimethicones. It does have glycerin, talc, fruit extracts. We know that Chantecaille works with a lot of botanicals too. The ingredient list is very, very short, which I appreciate. It also has titanium dioxide. And in this foundation, we will not find any parabens. It's fragrance-free, it's phthalate-free, gluten-free, and vegan. Okay, let's just take a peek of how it looks on the inside. Oh my goodness, this is how it comes. So pretty. Oh, I just took off the packaging and look who I found here. Oh, little elephant, so cute. So here he talks more about the organization, the help that is providing the proceeds of purchasing this foundation, Okay, and then at the bottom right here, you will find another foundation. So make sure when you open this up to do not toss it, because you will find a refill right here. So be careful to do not toss that refill with the box. Make sure you take it out. And here it is, the beautiful cushion foundation. Isn't it this lovely? The design is very, very beautiful. Then it has a closure right here that you just press, and then when you open it up, there is the little path. Just taking it out. So here's the path, and here's the cover, and then it comes sealed. So let's just open it up here. And then you can close it like this. What a beautiful packaging. And I really like that there's this plastic closure right here, so you can store your little puff, you know, not on top with the foundation, because honestly the puff, you know, like between the puff and the moisture of the foundation, you can create bacteria. So it's very important to keep it clean, to keep it dry and whatnot. Okay friends, so if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I want you to know a little bit about my preference on foundations, also details on my age, the type of skin that I have. First of all, I do have a light to medium skin tone. I will be leaving my foundation matches on the description box below. I do have a little bit more of what is considered mature skin. I do have enlarged pores right here. On this area right here, I do have fine lines right over here too. I do have some texture on the side over here. For the most part, my skin right now is kind of normal over here, but on the perimeter of my face is more dry. I also have sensitive skin and reactive skin, and usually if I break out somewhere, it will be right here by my brow, which actually I have a breakout that I had been recovering from. When I break out, it's not easy for me to recover. I just, you know, it can take some days for me, and you know, in some cases even months. I know, it's crazy. I do have a lot of freckles, a few sun spots right here, you know, I mean the normal, because not wearing SPF during my 20s, so it's very important to wear SPF. And talking about SPF, I already have my skincare on and my everyday SPF. Now, as far as my preference for foundations, I do like natural leaning radiant foundations, also with a little bit of a glow. It said right here that this foundation is more in the natural side, so let's see how it goes. So for this wear test, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply my regular primer on the right hand side of my face, and then on the left hand side the foundation will just go on the skin. So usually I use my Tatcha primer, and this primer right here, I don't use it all over the face. I just use it where I have my enlarged pores. So in this case it will be just right here. So let's start with that. Also, if you're new here, I do film in natural light. And for those of my subscribers, if you haven't been checking my other videos, I moved from California to Florida. So Florida right now is hot and humid. I mean, it's completely different story than California. It's not as dry. So I feel that my skin is even acting just a little bit more normal. I'm applying a little bit of the Tatcha one right here where I have some, you know, my wrinkles on this area, but that's it. Okay, and so right here has been like 81 degrees. So this is the shade. Now I use the shade Nude in the Future Skin, this one right here. And then on the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer, I use the shade Glow. Let me just go ahead and swatch it. This is the cushion. And here I'm just getting just a little bit of the Future Skin. I think the one from the cushion looks just a little bit more peach in tone. Just a little. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. And then again, this is in the shade Glow. Now, as far as texture goes, it feels like the cushion is a little bit more liquidy, while the Future Skin, this one right here, feels a little bit more gel-like, which is the nature of that foundation. And then the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer has a lot more coverage and is more creamy. Now, usually I don't use these type of puffs, but for the purpose of this review, let me just use the little puff. This water-based foundation boosts an innovative formula that infuses the skin with powerful anti-aging bio-nymph peptides and a network of botanical sugars that protect from pollution while leaving skin looking flawless. And you know what? It does have that light, I would say light to medium coverage, you know, give and take that I do have so many freckles, you know. For someone that doesn't have freckles or have very little amount of freckles, this will be, you know, a true, shouldn't say medium, but you know, right on the border of light to medium. So yeah, that's how I feel. And then the finish of the foundation, it's very natural and non-powdery. It does have a certain radiance to it. Okay friends, now for the other side of my face, I will apply it with a beauty blender just as I, you know, usually do with cushion foundations. Okay, as far as the application went, I mean, they both look kind of the same. I kind of like using the puff on this case, which is kind of weird for me. I think it had more control on the amount of product that you get. With the sponge, you can really dab in and perhaps use more product. But I mean, regardless, both sides, they look amazing. Let me just get you just a little bit closer so you can see how it looks right upon application. Okay, and as far as the swatches goes, I will have to say that this new cushion foundation, I feel that it has just a little bit more radiance than the Future Skin, at least from the swatches. Now the Just Skin Moisturizer, that looks a lot more luminous than all the other three. It's more glowy, in other words. Okay friends, let me just speed up the process and get ready with my makeup. I'm actually applying the bronzer on unset face because I noticed that the foundation has already kind of like self-set, so I don't feel that it's being lifted up by the bronzer and the brush. And I'm sure I'm going to be uploading perhaps next week a makeup haul that I actually recorded back in California, but I haven't had the chance to edit it. So anyhow, on that haul I show you guys that I bought this Chantecaille Chic Shea Blush in Smitten, and I think it's just perfect. I mean, with a little elephant right there. So I'm just super excited to just give it a try here on camera. And for today's wear test, I'm not going to apply any highlighter because I don't want the reflection of the highlighter to be deceiving on how is the finish of the foundation. Isn't this so pretty? The little pebble, it's just so cute. And then look inside, the little elephant. Oh my goodness, it's just so cute. I just feel bad to mess up the little overspray, but okay. Oh well. Okay, that's gone. Oh, sad. I'm just going with my soft cheek brush from Sonia G. And by the way, right now I'm leaving most of the brushes that I'm using on the description box below, as well as all of the links for the makeup that I'm using throughout the day, jewelry, nail, whatever you guys have been asking me for. Okay, let's just go for the blush. Oh my goodness, this blush is just lovely. It's a coral tone, but it's in the neutral side. Also with my purchase, and let me tell you, this purchase was back on the holidays when they were running a 30% off sale for the holiday season. I went ahead and purchased this Le Chrome Luxe Ideal in Piazza San Marco. So I have 3 other ones. This will be my 4th one. Love the packaging. Super pretty. I mean, the shades are this grayish tone, but it seems like it has a little bit of like, I don't know if like a purple undertone to them. It looks beautiful. I also have from Chantecaille this Radiance Gel Bronzer, but I already applied bronzer, and then this Liquid Lumiere, but like I said, I'm not going to use any highlighter because I don't want it to affect the finish of this foundation. So let's see, what else did I got? Let's go for lips. This one right here is the Lip Veil in Tambori. By the way, are you excited for the spring collection from Chantecaille? It's the Butterfly Spring Collection. It looks gorgeous. It includes 1 quartet and 3 lip veils. Everything looks amazing. And I heard from Chantecaille that they will be sending it to me. I don't know when though, so perhaps the first or second week of February. So I will be sure to make a full-on review on this collection. I'm super excited for. So anyhow, here you go, my friends. This is the Chantecaille Lip Veil in Tambori that I have seen so many people raving about. I mean, I love the Chantecaille lip veils. I have many of them, but this shade Tambori, I think I heard was Andrea Lee and Alana Davison, I think too. It's a beautiful nude shade. It goes perfectly with this eye look. And then as far as the weight goes, before I tell you how it looks right now after makeup application, if you're wondering about other luxury cushion foundations, I have here one from Tom Ford. This one also comes with the same weight, 12 grams or 0.42 ounces. Now this one here is made in Belgium, and then the Tom Ford one has kind of the same concept where you have the little thing, you have the little puff right here, and yeah, I mean, weight wise, I think this one right here is actually more weighty than the Tom Ford one. Okay friends, now that we went through all of these, let me tell you how it looks the foundation after all my makeup has applied. I think it looks beautiful, very natural, very smoothing. I cannot see my texture being emphasized on both sides, on the side that I have the touch-up primer, on the side that I don't have it. Also my enlarged pores, they have not been emphasized at all. I mean, honestly, it looks really natural, really pretty with a very subtle radiance, and it's also very extremely thin, lightweight, but thin at the same time. I mean, it's able to achieve that light to medium coverage, but with a lot of, like I said, it's just very thin. I don't think, although where I'm living right now, it's more humid, I don't feel that I really need to powder it. And you know how I am, I'm just trying to avoid powders. But if you are combination to oily skin, I will suggest use this brand right here. I know you're going to tell me, Jacqueline, the Blurring Perfecting Powder is not anymore available. If I find it, I will make sure to put it in the description box below. But I have heard that it's coming back. And yes, it's coming back, not only in this shade, but on another shade. And wait until you see the packaging. Okay, I will keep it, but the packaging looks amazing. So it's coming back for sure, and I cannot wait for that. Okay friends, so yeah, I mean, it looks lovely, very comfortable, it doesn't feel tightening. And then since I have it right here, these are the swatches. As you can tell, I mean, it didn't oxidize at all. I mean, for the most part, stay the same. I will have to say, I don't want to repeat myself, but this cushion foundation has just a little bit more radiance than the Future Skin, the one in the jar. And then the Tinted Moisturizer has a little bit more glow to it, just a little bit, but also it does have more coverage to it. Okay, my friends, right now is 7:54 in the morning, so I'm gonna go out and about for my day. I will be giving you a couple of check-ins throughout the day, and let's see how this foundation works, so stay tuned. Okay my friends, so this is my midday check-in. I'm right here in my room. I don't want you to see the mess because nothing has been fixed yet, but anyhow, here you go. This is how the foundation is looking like. I don't know if you step back, because right here you're gonna see that, you know, with the light of the sun, it looks very dewy, like super dewy, but it's not this dewy. I think here, oh my gosh, there you go. I think here's where you can see better how it's looking like the foundation. I mean, it looks, yeah, it looks radiant, considering that, you know, I'm living in a different weather, in a different climate, it's humid. So for me, this doesn't bother me. You know, looking a little bit extra dewy doesn't really bother me at all. I actually like it, I enjoy it. But for somebody that has normal combination skin, or combination skin I should say, or like oily skin, you may want to powder a little, but the foundation is not moving, it's not feeling cakey or heavy. Like I said, it's such a thin foundation that, I mean, it feels like nothing on your skin, like absolutely nothing. Let me walk again towards the sun. So as far as pores area, I mean, pretty much the same. This is the side with the Tatcha primer, and this is the side without the Tatcha primer. I mean, it looks good on my point of view. I am enjoying it. So let me just go ahead and go throughout my day. I will make maybe like 2 more check-ins or 1 check-in and then my final thoughts. So keep on watching. Alrighty, my friends, here to my final check-in is 5:51. I'm gonna show it to you guys. And I know I only did a middle day check-in, but you know, guys, I just moved to Florida and it has been a little bit crazy doing stuff around. So here I am to my final check-in. So let's see how this makeup is looking like. I think for all these many hours, the foundation is looking really, really nice. Okay, let me tell you right here, you know that I didn't use any powders, and for all these many hours, the foundation has increased on my fine lines right here, right here, right here on my smile line, on the divots of my nose. Be reminded that I now live in a different climate that is more humid. It has been hot today too, and you know, the natural oils had come through. So I will say, usually this part right here in the middle of my face is more normal. This area right here is drier, and I think you can see it really well right there. I mean, the foundation just has come out just a little bit from here, but not that much. But I mean, regardless, I think the foundation has to stay pretty much the same way that when I apply it, the natural finish, and only on my normal area and where I produce more, you know, natural oils, then I have a little bit more radiance. It looks just a little bit more dewy. This foundation kind of reminds me to the finish of the Clé de Peau foundation, the one that is, what's it called? It's a natural matte or soft matte, the one that came out last year. I don't have it here in front of me, but it's in a frosted glass with a glue cap. That finish, that when you put it on, it looks natural with a very beautiful radiance, kind of like you look like a porcelain doll, like that. And then throughout the day, it just becomes even more natural and more natural. The big difference right here is that this foundation from Chantecaille, it has a lighter consistency. It's just so thin that it's pretty much imperceptible when you put on your skin. So here we go. For who is this foundation? I think for everybody, honestly, for everybody, because if it works for somebody like me, that I do have more mature skin, that I do have freckles, discoloration, I also have texture on this area, and it looks so good. I think it will work for many people. And for those of us that we have dry to normal skin, it works really well. For those who have normal skin, the same thing too. For those who have combination skin and oily skin, I will suggest to just, you know, use a little bit of powder. You're not gonna need a lot because this foundation is just so thin, so kind of like imperceptible, yet is there. You don't want to put so much powder, just the minimal that you feel comfortable, that where you break out with oils, that's where you want to set it a little. But other than that, oh my goodness, this foundation is beautiful. Now this shade for me, the shade Nude, is perfect. And you know, this is very interesting. You were able to see these 3 foundations on my hand and how different they look on, not much on the undertones, but the overall tone. And you see how well this foundation looks right now on my skin. I mean, I don't see that I have like any type of masking on my skin, nothing like that. And the foundation overall just feels so comfortable. I don't feel like I want to take it out. No, it just feels really comfortable for all these many hours. under the weather condition that I'm right now, I mean, I'm really impressed. I can only imagine if I was in California under the dry weather. Well, right now it's raining like crazy, but it's still very dry and cold. I can only imagine how this foundation looks. And I just really look forward to keep using it. And you know what? I kind of like this cushion component. I mean, I just don't feel that I'm gonna drop something and then I'm gonna have a big mess or glass, you know, everywhere. I think I just, you know, feel more secure having a cushion foundation. So anyhow, my friends, I think this makes it for this video. I hope you enjoy this full day wear test. I would love to know from you, have you got this foundation? Are you liking it? What type of skin you have? I think that's really important. And you know what? It actually enriches our conversation down below, and it helps others, because if you have another type of skin or another preference on foundations, it just opens up the conversation and we can discuss it on the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will give me that opportunity. And it's very simple. Look under this screen, it says subscribe. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. Let's grow our family there. On my Instagram, I post images and close-up of the products that I'm reviewing and much more. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.
This magic we keep.